Let me tell you the tale of Caelin, last of the Bleakwardens, a cleric whose faith was both burden and lantern upon the midnight path. In a world where the bones of lost prophets lie beneath the churned earth and gods themselves are silent, what becomes of the hopeful, the penitent, the damned? Once Caelin strode beneath vaulted arches, his voice rising like incense with the prayers of his order. Now he walks alone, his armor rusted, insignias faded, a relic among ruins. The marsh is no place for pilgrims, its waters swallow the careless and its mists clutch the soul. Yet Caelin presses onward, boots sinking in muck, fingers pressed to the worn symbol of a sun half shrouded in darkness. Every breath of fetid air stokes memory and regret. If the gods have turned away, who am I to seek their grace? A terrible night long ago ruptured his world. The Bleakwardens had kept vigil over the bright flame at the heart of their monastery. But Caelin failed to see the darkness creeping within, a skulking heretic whose lies unraveled the Order's bonds. When black candles blotted out the sanctuary light, first, betrayal erupted in blood and screaming shadow. His brothers and sisters fell. Their relic and icon of hope was lost, and faith itself seemed doomed to rot. Years he wandered the wilds, seeking penance in self-imposed exile. But always the vision returned, the sacred hall blackened, a child's cry echoing through smoky ruins, the taste of ash on his tongue. Rumor reached him, by way of frightened traders and mad old monks, of a relic concealed deep in the monastery's crypt. It was said to thrum with the last breath of divinity. And so, beneath a sky swollen with storm, Caelin retraced his steps homeward. The monastery looms like a tomb from the stagnant mist, its stones veined by rot and its spires jagged as broken spears. Caelin kneels at the threshold, lips cracked and trembling as he attempts a prayer. Let me be more than my ruin. Grant me the strength to finish what I began. In the nave, moonlight filters through shattered stained glass, painting the flagstones with ghostly colors. Rodents scatter as he passes, and the silence is so complete that Caelin can hear his own heartbeat, frantic and lonely. As he explores the sanctuary, the air thickens, bearing a scent of mold and sorrow. Candles refuse to burn, their wicks sputtering in unseen drafts. Something ancient stirs beneath his feet, a presence heavy and watching. Shadows slither at the edges of his vision, whispering in forgotten tongues. Deeper, he finds the crypts choked with brambles and crumbling bones. All is suffused with a frigid gloom. It is here he discovers the spectral form of a child, luminescent and smiling. But behind her eyes whirls a tempest of sorrow. Her small voice pierces the gloom. I am lost, she says, and I cannot find the dawn. Which way is heaven? Caelin's hands shake. The writings had warned. A pure soul caught between worlds can unravel the veil if loosed by careless hands. To save her would bring calamity spirits untethered, life and death undone, chaos flooding back into a hollow world. But to deny her mercy is to doom innocence for the sake of law, to perpetuate the rot at the heart of things. He searches within himself for answers but finds only questions, grief piled atop old convictions. The law is stone, but compassion is water. What if the world thirsts more for the latter? Specters boil from the walls, faces twisted by loss and rage. They accuse him, hiss old prayers, and raise their hollow voices in judgment. Caelin lifts his holy symbol, its faded edges glimmering with pained light. I failed you once, he whispers, but not again. This time, I choose mercy, even if the world breaks, even if I break with it. Nia. A cold wind howls, and time itself seems to shudder. He gathers the child's soul in prayer, weaving ancient verses with his own battered faith. It is not the rote recitations of old, it is confessional, raw, desperate, and loving. Light blossoms, hesitant, fractured, but real. The monastery shudders as if to collapse. The specters shriek, clawing at Caelin's spirit and skin, but he stands resolute. The young soul smiles, radiance growing until even the darkness seems to pause. Thank you, she murmurs, and with a single tear brighter than any relic, she dissolves into the dawn creeping through the vaulted roof. The winds hush, the shadows retreat. Staggers to the altar, not triumphant, but emptied. He knows what he has unleashed. The old laws are broken, chaos will seep through the cracks, and nothing sacred comes without cost. Yet within him, the feeble ember of faith glows anew, not because the world is just, but because mercy was chosen. He exits the ruins as the day breaks, dawn glancing off ruined stone and silvering the stagnant waters. Behind him, the monastery stands, as broken as the man who leaves it, but not yet lost. Caelin's journey is not finished, and he moves forward, altered forever. His soul marked as both martyr and witness to faith's cruel, beautiful cost. What would you have done, standing in the dark with the soul of innocence in your hands? Would you have chosen dogma or dared to redefine salvation? Perhaps the tale you wish to hear is one for another night. For now, like and subscribe to keep the fire burning, and together we'll find what sacred things still endure in a world that's forgotten how to hope.